past 4 years, I've done quite a few new car videos.
Car, it is a Vauxhall Corsa, a Volkswagen Scirocco, Fiat Punto, Citroen C1,
and quite recently, I actually let the Fiat Punto Evo go. It's gone! And because it's gone, we no longer have a project car. And for today's video, we are going to scour the land of Azkaban, fight off dragons, and splash a whole lot of cash on a new project car. Let's fucking do this.
I need a new daily, guys. Honestly, daily in this Scirocco around. I mean, for fuck's sake, listen to it. My hearing has aged about 15 years. I've gone deaf, mate. So I'm actually quite excited to get a new car. When I go gym at like 2 AM, mate, I literally am pissing off every single neighbour. Well, we probably will also make the other car super loud, but we need to find something. Let's get back home and let's find a new project car, baby. Woo! So alright then, guys, we just made it home, and the budget for this car is £2,000.
I threw up.
You threw up? Which I feel sick to say. I do feel very sick to say. But knowing me, I'm literally going to go way over budget. I've got literal ADHD. I'll see a car I like, which is 10 grand. I'll literally be like, let's go for that one. But that is kind of the budget I want to stick to. That gives us money to play around with mods and stuff and fix it up as well. Now, before we actually start looking at cars, I would like to say a massive thank you to the sponsor of today's video.
Car Vertical.
Car Vertical is actually a used car history checker that scans through an entire car's history to pick out information that you need to know. Whether the mileage has been rolled back, whether it's been an accident, and so much more information. As there is a lot of dodgy sellers out there. So this is of course an amazing and crazy powerful tool to use to make sure your money is going to the right car. So this will be perfect for today's video, but let me show you how it works quickly. So let's say you're in the marketplace for an Alfa Romeo. Let's say you find one on AutoTrader or Facebook Marketplace. You actually take the VIN or reg number from that car, put it through Car Vertical, and it will produce you a report. Here is actually a report I found for an Alfa Romeo. As we can see straight away, no mileage fraud was disclosed by the report, which is good. Car Vertical makes it super easy with this mileage graph. As you can see, it slowly goes up and there's no dips in it to show that the mileage has been rolled back. We can also see that this vehicle is not wanted as stolen, which is always a plus. You don't really want a stolen car. Car Vertical also checks different countries' databases to make sure it's not wanted as stolen in those countries either. And we can see that there is no record of having outstanding finance. However, we do have a warning light that tells us this vehicle was damaged. This is something you don't want to see when you buy a car. If we scroll down past all the different information, we can actually see that this vehicle was written off in 2017. And if we scroll further down, we can actually see pictures of the damage collected from different car auction sites and other sources of the damage. And as you can see, that is pretty brutal. So if you are standing in front of a perfect Alfa Romeo, it might have once looked like this, which may lead to further repair costs down the road for you if it wasn't repaired correctly. But if you guys are in the used car market, click the link in the description for an automatic 10% off, or use my discount code TOS or TOS for that money off as well. Anyway, let's actually get on AutoTrader and see what cars we could potentially get for this money. This £2,000 budget. Right then, so £2,000 is a lot of money. You can get a lot of cars for that. They might not be in the best condition. They might not even be running. They might be crash damaged, but we can still pick up a lot. There's a lot of choices. So let's actually quickly hop on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, literally, look at this. I could pick up a Nissan Micra for £299. Mate, it looks immaculate. £299. I bet that would be literally, you could pay the insurer in Dunkin' Donuts, mate. That's how cheap the insurance would be on this. Oh my God, we could get a convertible. A convertible 1.6 Peugeot 207. I mean, look at that. Gee. Mate, we'll be flipping lit in the summer. I mean, look at this. We could buy a used Jag. We could be whipping Grandad style. It's got bloody wood in it. Look at that. Are you taking a piss? We could buy a bloody police car for 8 grand. Bit over budget. But we could buy a police car. Vauxhall Corsa VXR for 1.4k. This one has a little dodgy bump boot, but that's all right. Look, it's nothing. 95,000 miles. That's not even bad. I don't know if that's bad or good for a Vauxhall. And I don't know how good the engines are at 100,000 miles, but 1.6k. convertible as well, baby. Oh my God, they've even done a little purple. That's so cute. They've done a little purple blue badge. We could buy a van. Like I said, right, I'm planning on doing a camper van series. We could buy a van for 1.4k. We could proper do that. Oh, that's 1.4k. That's actually getting me gassed, you know. That's actually getting me gassed. We could literally, this is my plan for the camper van series. Put a bed in it. Put as much as we can get in it. That's quite a small van though. We wouldn't fit a fucking kitchen in there unless it was a dwarf's kitchen. But like, put a bed in it, put windows in it, and then we'd literally take it around the country. That would be the littest series ever. It will come. I don't know if we'll do it now, but it will come. I think we found a potential next car, you know. And I've heard a lot of people saying good things about this. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna message the seller right now, go view it, and it's a bit, it's a lot over budget, but I think I've actually found the next project car for the channel. It looks sexy. Let me give him a message, and I'll update you guys in a little bit. So I just messaged a seller of a car, which I haven't told you guys yet. I look like a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. Jesus Christ. I've just messaged the guy to see if I can come rim him. I mean, not rim him, sorry. Test drive his car. I've just basically asked to come see if I can test drive his car. It all checks out on Car Vertical. We're pretty much good to go, baby. But I will show you the Car Vertical report if I buy it. Yeah. Spit in my mouth. So I'm honestly buzzing for this car. Honestly, I woke up and the sun was just shining through my squinty eyes. I was fucking gassed. It was warm. Potentially we are going to come home with another car. It's a bit more money than I actually want to spend. It's a lot more money than I want to spend on a car. But thinking about the spec and everything, it's just too good to not to say no to. But I can barely speak English today. I'm getting a new car, baby! I then drove up in the Scirocco to Nottingham to go see the car. After inspecting and test driving the car, I didn't actually like it. I fucking loved it. So we gave each other a nice wet handshake, signed the car over, and then I called my guy Tomater to tow the car home for me. I cannot wait for you guys to see this car. I'm gassed. Oh my God, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. All right then guys, that is not the way that I thought I'd go, but literally this car is fuck ugly, but I love it. I'm actually so gassed by it. So in just a few seconds, I'm gonna show you guys the new project car for the channel that you've all been waiting for. I think this is gonna be such a lit series. We're gonna do a lot to the car. We're actually gonna take it on track and everything. God damn, it's ugly. Let's roll the montage of this bad boy. Oh, mate, it's so ugly. I'm literally shook, mate. This car is lit. Blood, this has got 160 brake horsepower stock running to the rear wheels. That's the same power as my Scirocco stock. I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna wrap myself around a tree. That's not even a joke anymore.
I've been expecting you.
This literally is the 2-litre sport one, which is the one below the best, I believe. And look at that inside, mate. I am literally whipping like a granddad, mate. Brown interior, what? I've not seen a brown interior in an MX-5 before. It looks insane, and obviously all the leather's nice. And you know what makes me erect, right? A different type of erect. If you're a guy and you've never tried, right,
heated seats where your testicles are literally warming up like a boiled egg.
Oh my god, it hits different gun.
What?
Oh mate, so basically heated front leather seats, mate. Are you taking a bloody piss? This is a 17-year-old car and it has better technology than my Scirocco. And it's obviously got the upgraded sound system as well, which is actually wank. I don't know what people are on about. It actually sounds wank. On this car, I can't believe it, I'm gassed. The fucking roof comes down. What? Did I think I'd have a convertible in 2023? No, I did not. I basically have a Ferrari, look at that. It looks a lot better as a convertible, I can't lie. Look at that. Oh mate, but I'm genuinely like just in love with this car. I think the way it drives is a lot different to what I thought it would. 160 brake horsepower to the rear wheels. It's a different feeling. My guy's a Cobra. What's that? That's right, it's already got a Cobra exhaust on. Are you taking a piss? Yeah guys, you let me know what you think of the car. Let's take it on a drive now and see what you guys think. I think the drive is going to sell you. So the reason why I actually had to get the sport version of the Mazda MX-5 is because this actually has, underneath the steering wheel, the sport versions and some other higher models actually have this button right here. And what that does is it turns traction control off and ESC off. So basically you can go sideways and get the rear wheels spinning. Most of the other ones didn't have that. Mate, I'm fucking gassed. Like, listen how mad that sounds. Oh my, mate, if you cannot tell I'm fucking buzzing! I'm in a convertible, my hand can go on the roof. I could be one of those little iCarly girls. You know the Call Me Maybe girl? No offense to the guy who owned this before. Don't think he took the best care of it. I mean, the power steering fluid needs changing. Everything on this car that you could possibly think of needs changing, I think. I don't think it's been serviced. I don't think the brakes are squeaking. I don't know if you guys can hear. The suspension, there's a lot of play in it. When you hit a pothole, fucking hell, it's sending you to Africa. Let's do a little 0 to 60, even though you guys can't really see, but let's go. 0 to 60, ready? This car is nuts. And mate, these heated seats are getting me erect. Honestly, don't get in my car with me unless you want me erect. Actually, don't even if you want me erect. That's a bit weird. This baby raw. Oh. I'm still getting used to the rev matches, but that's so dodgy. 17 years old, and this car is purring like a bad boy. And just to mention, I'm going to be modding this car out. So I've gone with GreenLight Modified Insurance. They're a modified insurance company and they insure all my cars, every single one. And obviously I can do what I want to it because they even modify their own cars. So they understand what we're talking about when I say I'm putting a D cat on, or not, a sports cat on, sorry. With the sport suspension, no, with the sport model, you actually get a new suspension. So it's a little bit lower. It looks good, but obviously it's a bit stiffer, which is obviously good as well. And the way you sit in this car as well, everything is, oh, it's just nice. Like the handbrake is literally, watch this. Hey babe, pass me the drink. Thanks. And the gear stick is like a short shifter. Look at this. There's not much travel, you know what I mean? So it just feels like you're gangster. You're just here. Look at that. Look at me whipping down the gear. I don't even know if you can see, but literally like. Actually gangster. And the horn is the emblem. The horn is literally that button right there.
Oh mate, it's just not, I genuinely am so excited to start this project. Mate, this is so much more fun to drive than the Scirocco. The Scirocco, you point and shoot. This car, you point and shoot again, but you always have that risk of spinning out. So that is actually the new project car for the channel, a Mazda MX-5. Literally, this ain't gonna be a driveway princess. We're obviously gonna do it up to our liking, fix everything up, and then abuse it, basically. But this car will be the start of my drifting, like, lessons, you know what I mean? So this car just gets me too gassed up, you know, it actually does. Even the sound of it, man, like, let me give you a little tour, right? So obviously there's the inside. The wheel looks really new for some reason, right? There's the honk. The dials look really new, but obviously everything around it looks really old, and I really like that. It's like obviously one day this will be a classic, you know. It's got this little thing right here. And then obviously to put the roof up, you just flick this switch right here, and then you grab it. This is quite hard, but I've kind of smashed it. So you kind of go like this. Oh, that claps onto there, and that's how you put the roof up. As simple as that. Look at me climbing out, Jesus. Oh. The thing is, what I really like about this MX-5 though is the boot is like flat here. I've never had that before, so it's nice to put your mum here. And also, what's crazy is I've never had a long bonnet before, so literally another thing that I really like is from your point, from here you can actually see the bonnet. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but I love that you can see your bonnet. Oh mate, when the roof's down, oh mate, that gets me. Let me not even say anything, but that gets me. Jeez. Just remember that this is not the only car we'll have this year. I'm hoping that obviously if the money's right and I'm not gonna go into debt or anything, we're just gonna keep adding cars to the fleet and then eventually upgrade this to a better drift car, e.g. a Nissan 350Z.
So of course, let me know what you guys think of the project car. Be brutally honest with me. I think within the next year, this car is gonna be bad boy. And I'm hoping to really improve on the drifting side of things. If people don't know, I have a little bit of experience. I've been drifting twice on track, so I'm pretty comfortable that I can correct skids and of course keep the car under control-ish. But we will leave the drifting side of things until we actually get on track, because I don't quite fancy getting married to a tree right now. I really don't. I can't even lie. I quite like life. But yeah guys, unfortunately that is the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys like the car, and I will see you in the next one. Just before I actually end the video, I wanted to show you guys the car vertical report for my Mazda MX-5. It doesn't actually all go green. So here it is. It checks out on theft, accidents and finance. So I'm really happy about that. I've checked all the MOT results. Everything looks good. However, it has actually got an amber warning light for mileage, saying that there is a possibility that this vehicle has had its mileage tampered with. I've actually had a look at the mileage graph that Car Vertical supply, and for its whole life it gradually goes up a couple thousand each year. However, once you get to around here where the rollback is, it jumps to 113 and then back down to 97,000. This possibly might be an MOT tester putting it in wrong when they're inputting the mileage, and that's personally what I think has happened. It might have genuinely been rolled back, but thanks to Car Vertical we actually know that and we can ask about that. But of course I think that they've probably put it in wrong, so as that 113,000 miles is an anomaly to the rest.